Darren Leslie Jr. here for To the Last Credit with a review for Annabelle Creation. Annabelle Creation is the sequel to Annabelle and the latest spin-off in the Conjuring cinematic universe. The story follows a group of orphans who arrive at a doll maker's home for refuge. The doll maker and his mysterious wife have suffered a loss and are more or less reclusive around their mysterious home that has one rule and one rule only: do not open this door. But circumstances lead to that door being open, evil entering the house, and a familiar doll making a reappearance or appearance, being that this is her first movie. Or, well, origin story. Annabelle Creation was a movie I was worried about. I didn't hear any good things coming out of the first one other than a really good flash cut, and I wasn't really on board with the idea of spin-offs to this franchise. I liked following the Warrens mainly, to be honest. But under the direction of David F. Sandberg and the writing of Gary Duberman, my fears were quickly put to rest, and some of them were raised. Annabelle Creation is a worthy inclusion to the Conjuring franchise that includes chilling, nerve-shattering scares, a terrifying antagonist, and most importantly, characters that you give a damn about. One of my biggest pet peeves about horror films is having characters with zero development or zero interest. They're just sheep for the slaughter, and Annabelle Creation avoids this stereotype in spades. All of the actresses and actor are magnetic in their roles and are worth giving a damn about. The movie takes time not only to scare you, but introduce relationships between characters, especially the two lead actresses, Talitha Bateman and Lulu Wilson. They share fantastic, heartwarming scenes that really bring down the tension and welcome some humanity between the demonic threats. Anthony LaPlagia, I'm pretty sure I got your name wrong, is fantastic as Mr. Mullins, the housekeeper. You really feel his dread and despair and his regret throughout his performance. Also, none of the characters are dreadfully dumb in this movie, which I appreciate. Yes, they make mistakes. Mistakes are made, but it's nothing like, say, looking inside of an alien egg after a crazy robot told you to do so, but I digress. Anyway, the characters are great. All of the characters, Sister Margaret, I think, or Sister Charlotte, she's a great character. All of the characters, all these actresses do a great job selling the scares and actually making them, characters, like I said, worth giving a damn about. The entity and scares these characters have to face are great crowd pleasers. Some of it is more of the same, door slamming, shit being pushed, but nevertheless, it is very effective. Some of these sequences are going to leave you very rattled. David F. Sandberg is becoming a modern master of darkness and uses it to perfection in a lot of the scares. There's also a good amount of body horror in this movie, which I really enjoyed. Plus, this movie does something I love where something is introduced in the background. Characters might play around with it a bit, but then it comes back to haunt them in a major way toward the end. I love that kind of stuff. They've done that in the Conjuring movies before, and I love when that happens. Plus, the villain's motivation is very clear in this film. I was a little worried at the start that this was just going to be another demon that just wanted to cause some trouble, but no, this thing wants something, and it's very clear. Also, this film does a brilliant job of tying both movies together and furthering the terrifying mythology of this doll. It even goes so far to acknowledge the true events that inspired both films, which I found to be a really cool Easter egg. A couple of members of the audience gasped at this moment, which was pretty cool because I wasn't the only one, so a lot of people are aware of some of the real things that went down. The film also does an interesting job of teasing a forthcoming spin-off in the works, and I actually thought that was pretty cool, building up the mythology that we're going to follow throughout the films. My only real negatives about this film was, as I was saying before, some of the scares feeling a little bit been there, done that. And also some of the plot, some of the scenario that these characters find themselves in. Look, I love the Conjuring franchise. Both films are fun, terrifying, character-driven films that excel the haunted house scenario. But as I was walking out of Conjuring 2, I felt like that might have run its course, and definitely walking out this film, I felt the same way. I'll give Annabelle Creation its merits by still doing some things different. There's no priest, there's no outside force that comes to save these characters. These characters are truly on their own, but it's still a haunted house. It's still a haunted house. It's still an invisible force. It's still a demon. Some of these sequences just feel sameish. And I hope that moving forward, at least after The Nun, because there's no way in hell none of that stuff that I listed doesn't happen in that film, that the Conjuring universe has some type of rebirth, that it does something to freshen it up. There are rumors of werewolves being in the Conjuring 3, so hopefully, let's see how that turns out, and hopefully that's true, that, you know, we can just get something different from this franchise. Because I liked a lot of the scares in it, but just that just kind of brought down a little bit of the film for me, is this some of the familiarity of it all. But other than some of the familiarity of the Conjuring franchise, Annabelle Creation is a damn good film. It features likable. Sorry, my country accent has come through. But it features likable characters, great scares, a scary villain, and a ballsy ending, a very, very ballsy ending that unites the two films. I would absolutely recommend Annabelle Creation. See it opening weekend with a full house, so you can shout and scream and then have it be followed by a sigh of relief or a relieving laugh. You know when you get scared in a scary movie and you're just like, oh my god, and then everybody starts laughing. A lot of that happens in, at least with my audience, a lot of that happened in Annabelle Creation. I really enjoyed it. I like going to screenings I like going to horror movie screenings because it's just the communal experience of a movie, of going to a movie is so present in these screenings. So I just really enjoy it. So definitely go out and see this movie opening weekend because you will really enjoy yourselves. So with all that being said, are you looking forward to Annabelle Creation? Please let us know in the comment section below. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. It really helps us out. If you like hearing us talk about movies, please hit that subscribe button. Also, check out some of our other videos on the channel, including our weekly review of Thrones, where we review Game of Thrones. All 7 episodes of the 7th season of Game of Thrones. We've been reviewing that. Also, check out some of our Comic-Con coverage. We reviewed the Ready Player One trailer, the Ant-Man and the Wasp info, DC's new movie slate, the Justice League 2 trailer, the Justice League trailer 2. Please go on and check all that out. So with all that being said, I'm Darren Leslie Jr. for Till the Last Credit, signing off. And also, just a quick PSA. If you go inside someone's house, if someone invites you over, you know, they invite you over, they say, come in, maybe spend a night for a few weeks, who knows? And they tell you, hey, don't open that door. Don't open the fucking door. I mean, you don't know what's behind there. You don't know what the fuck is. You don't know why they're fucking telling you not to open the door. Just don't open the door. Be kind. Be respectful of someone's household, and don't open the door. Because, you know, if it makes you uneasy of them saying don't open the door, maybe you shouldn't be there in the first place. You know, just respect people's households. You know, I'm just throwing that out there for everybody. Okay, just respect people. Okay, that's it. All right, catch you guys later. Because, I mean, some evil force could be behind that door. You just don't know, okay? You just don't know.